Hello, how's everyone?
Okay, yeah. Been a bit of a mad day, but it's Sunday after all.
Yes, I've had everything turn up this week, so the next 2 weeks are going to be quite filled up with content for me. I've had everything, literally, Batmobile, 66, Nissan, Enterprise. So I'm up to speed on everything from Fan Home.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a bit of a, like you're saying, it's been a bit of a mad week. Everything's sort of turned up, and
yeah. I'm looking at it. I got every single build for this month so far. So
yeah, I've had nothing delayed. Everything's turned up this month.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't expecting the third pack of the 66 to turn up, but it's here. It turned up with the Nissan and the Enterprise. All three boxes all at the same time. So
there you go.
Brilliant. Yeah.
But yeah. No, I've like I said, I've received everything from every build this month. So I'm waiting now next month until the next lot come in. Keeps me out of trouble and keeps me busy, but
yeah, I've got a few bits to do still, but we've done the Nissan, we've done the Batmobile. I've got the Enterprise to still do, pack 13. So yeah, it's all sort of turned up on time. So yeah, I'm quite happy with all that.
Yeah. So things seem smoothly.
Yeah, it does at the moment. I know that some of the builds haven't been, and there is delays with some of them, but yeah, I can't fault the ones that we're building where they've come out on time. So yeah, quite happy there.
Fantastic. So yeah, it's been a nice quiet week. Apart from, we now know definitely there's no Doll's House extension.
Yeah, I was going to say that. It's been well, as you know, we've watched it here and we've spoke about it as well, Mark.
Yeah,
it's been on and off.
Yeah.
Yes, we're getting it. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. Even the customer service Hachette people didn't even know what was going on.
No.
But yeah, confirmation this week, 100% confirmation that we're not getting the extension here, which surprised me.
Here we have it.
Yeah.
So this is what subscribers got with their last issues for the Doll's House. So it reads, "Dear subscriber, thank you for your subscription to Disney Doll's House. We hope that you have enjoyed it. As you may be aware, the collection is now coming to an end, and we'd like to thank you for your continued support." And then it just says, "Should you wish to order any back issues, please visit Partwork.com or email/call our customer service team using the details listed at the top of this letter." So that's basically it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm really surprised because obviously the extensions come out in Japan. It's been offered in France and in Germany as well, but not here. No. I emailed them and I got a response back saying it was a financial decision. But that was about it. That tells me either the Doll's House didn't sell very well, or they didn't expect the extension to sell very well. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe the latter. Maybe the Doll's House didn't sell very well.
I think we spoke during the week, didn't we? And especially when I got the letter, because I sent it to you to put on the groups and everything. And I think it was a case of, I just don't think it was financially viable for Hachette to do the extension. I think the size of the extension is just beyond nothing anybody's ever seen, really. Another 2 years building would it be?
It would have been an extra 2 years, and then they've extended it again in Japan. So there's another extension which takes it to another year. So it was an extra 60 issues. It was an extra 80 issues for the first extension, and then an extra 60 for the next extension, which was the Halloween stuff. So yeah, like I said, if they did the extension, it would have been 2027 before it finished. That's a long time away. Yeah.
So for those that was hoping to do the extension, it's not great, but it is what it is. We can't. Yeah, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, there's obviously ways around it. You can use the French site to order the issues if you so pleased to do so. I'll put the links on the Facebook group. But yeah, it's a bit of a bummer, but for people who wanted the extension. But yeah.
Well, like we said beforehand, didn't we, Kev, before the stream, we said if you're ordering it from France or Germany or even Japan, then expect any lettering or any other, if you've got a sticker to put on that says, Christmas mobile, then it's probably going to be in a different language.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Or if there's sound effects that are speaking, that also could be potentially in a different language.
That will be, yeah, most likely.
It's a bit like when you were doing the Robocop from France, and I said to you, are you not concerned that the Robocop will speak French?
And it wasn't. It came out in English, which a lot of French people didn't like.
Can't please everybody.
Yeah.
Can't please everybody.
No.
So, yeah. But there is a new build coming.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure we say things on this live stream each week, and you think, are these companies really listening? Well, they are. They must be. Because we said last week, IXO, they don't do subscriptions anymore. They haven't done for a number of years, and they just do full kits.
Can you say that?
Yes.
So, sorry.
I don't know that.
My Alexa's going off. Right, I'll switch it off. Well, lo and behold, guess what? IXO, in the middle of the week, decide, we're going to release a new model and we're going to do it on subscription. So, you can get it in this country, in the UK. This is their new model. So, it is basically a 141 art locomotive. So, that is a picture of the actual locomotive. Now, on IXO, we are not, there's no sort of looking at the website to see what the build is going to be like or anything. There's nothing like that at the moment.
Yeah.
So you can get this on 24 months, 12 months, or you can get it, well, that's it actually, 24 months or 12 months. You can't get the full kit.
No.
So, I can't remember the last one they did as a subscription.
It was the Peugeot.
Was it the Peugeot?
That was the last one, yeah.
I thought it was the Porsche.
I thought it was the Peugeot, but you might be right because it's been so long since they've done one.
Yeah. So if I go back to IXO, so there we go. You get every month you get one magazine, 4 assembly kits. And 4 exclusive gifts in addition to the creation. So if I click on that, like I said, there's nothing much here at the moment saying what's happening. It only says coming soon. So, yeah.
Is that 50 euros?
Yes.
So that roughly be about £45, £42, around that sort of mark. Ain't
now,
too bad, really.
If I remember correctly, so they did do the magazine. It was in French, but you could download the instructions in English.
Right.
From what I can remember.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we said we need a train. Okay, yeah, it's not an English train, but
the German loco.
It is it's a German loco. So, so you can do it on the 24 month. Or if I go back to it, come on. Or you can do it on the 12 month, which is 2 magazines, 8 assembly kits, and that is €94.99 a month.
Yeah, so roughly about £92, around that sort of price you're looking at.
Yeah. And then
do they charge postage as well?
I'm not too sure on postage. It doesn't say. Oh no, shipping costs included. Oh,
lovely.
France and European Union.
24-month one actually isn't a bad price.
No.
So yeah, I mean, normal subscription prices we pay now.
It does say France and European Union on delivery, but we're not in the European Union anymore, so it probably could cost on more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But free gifts, you get a nice poster, a screw box to organise your pieces, brush and paint for finishing, rails for the locomotive, and then if you go for the speed offer, 2 railway figurines, a collector's metal plate, and a complete showcase box. So
that premium subscription.
Yeah, I would thought so.
Yeah.
So, okay, I saw doing subscriptions again. We were wrong.
Yep. Well, it's been such a long time since they've done one. We kind of assumed that they weren't doing them anymore.
Well, that's what I thought. And then, lo and behold, I look on Facebook, I can see it up there, so I check it out, and it's they kept that one quiet, didn't they?
They did indeed, yeah.
Definitely kept that one quiet. But there you go. So
yeah,
maybe they are watching. We don't know.
Yeah. We know companies watch our stream, so
there we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go, guys. It's there is another subscription.
Yeah.
So it's German train, but if you're into trains, then there you go. Go for it. So I don't know how much that would. I mean, doesn't the shipping depend on the weight?
I don't know. I think it's all different, in it. So yeah. It does say included, but like you're saying, it says European Union. So yeah. I don't know. It depends if they charge customs as well on it, and then it could get pricey.
Yeah, that's a good point. But there we go. So there is a train. It's just not a British one. It's a German train. But if you're into German trains, or if you're into trains at all, then there you have it.
Yeah, they've answered it. Yeah.
The other thing that happened during the week, obviously this didn't happen to you, Kev, but something I think we said, did we say it last week? Harsh have never done, which was 6 issues in a model.
Yeah.
6. Yeah. I mean, Harsh have never done that. I know that, but the Dolph House, you get 6 issues to finish it off. So obviously now the subscribers are finishing it off before the shops.
Yeah.
Then I was on a stream last night with Jordy Dave and DS Models. They were doing their Eddie Stobarts. And apparently that's what they're getting, the last 6 issues in all one go as well. So...
Well, yes. Normally they just send the 4 and then you get the last 2. They've never done it where they just send the last 6. So, yeah, and we were also saying just before coming on as well, is that normally Hachette have already brought out another build to entice us to do another one. But we've got 2 builds. We've had the Doll's House finish, and the Eddie Stobart's going to finish in a couple of weeks, and there's sort of nothing that's replaced them.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking Graf Zeppelin, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, you did say that there was that. It just seems a bit strange. I'm trying to figure out what they tested last year. We know the Batman figurine was one of them.
Ford Falcon, that was one of them.
Yeah, and
actually, if you think about it, that would be right timing for the Batmobile. For the Batman figurine.
Yeah.
In regards to when it was tested last year, and it's probably at a stage in France now where you would probably think about getting it in this country. So that's possible. I forgot about that one. Yeah,
they did say that the figurine was going to be offered, and it still hasn't turned up. Maybe that's the next one due to come out. But normally they've released all their stuff because normally they keep to a quite tight schedule. So it's like September to April, and obviously we're at the end of April now, and nothing's come out. So I don't think a lot of places keep to the normal schedules they did years ago.
No. But I forgot about the Batman figurine, because that is quite popular in France, isn't it? So
it was, yeah.
So would you do it though?
It's going to be a little bit of a nightmare. We've now figured out how you build it. So you build the inner structure first, like the skeleton base, and the suit that he wears is one piece.
Right.
It's like a stretchy silicone suit. Meaning, once you've built the figure, you'll have to stretch it over the skeleton figure itself.
Yeah.
Put it up because it's like one suit. So, like the real suit that he wears, Christian Bale wears in the film, it's going to have the similar thing. So, it's going to be sort of like a stretchy silicone-based thing that you have to pull on. So, you're going to have to dress him like an actual person.
What about the face, though? Do you think the face is realistic?
No, and that's because when they do these figurines, it's the same reason we didn't get the Robert Downey Jr.'s face for Iron Man, because when they do those figures, they have to get the license. When you do Iron Man and you have his face, not only would you have to get the license for Marvel to do Iron Man, you would also have to get the license to do Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
and that costs a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money. With RoboCop, it's why he doesn't look like the actor that played him. The faceplate doesn't, because they have to change it. It's the same way with the Batman figurine as well. It doesn't look like Christian Bale because then they can't, because that would cost more money licensing wise.
And RoboCop.
Yeah, RoboCop as well. Like I said, yeah. So yeah, So it's not supposed to be. That's why his face is covered. But yeah, the same material that does the mask. That's the same material you're going to get to sort of put on him. But I'm wondering how it's going to actually come, because trying to put that on the arms, like both, you'd have to dress him like you would yourself. Pull his trousers up and put this up, the top over him. But it'd be interesting. But yeah, that will probably be the very last issue, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be one piece. So.
And would you do it?
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, well. You also get the base as well. Remember, it comes on a big base like the other figurines that we've had. That comes like a rooftop base. It's part of the build as well.
There we go. So it could be.
I said I would do it if it comes out of the newsagents. I will do it. If it doesn't, I might have to think about it. But if it comes out of the newsagents, I will. I think the tumbler would go quite well with it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Let's just hope it's not built like the tumbler.
No. I can actually vouch for that. I've seen them in France building it, and it's not built like that at all. You don't get a lot of parts. But it's not built like that. It's
the RoboCop is like that now, isn't it?
Yeah, the figurine, the Batman figurine is similar to built, a bit like the T800. So you do one leg, and then you do the other leg, and you do the arms and the sort of torso and stuff like that. So it's very much like that build. But in terms of like the tumbler build, it is a little bit like that. In terms of parts, you do not get a lot of parts in each issue.
No, but that was the same with Iron Man, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, and RoboCop as well. You don't get a lot in the figure. What I've noticed in the figurine builds, you don't get a lot of issues anyway. Though a lot of parts, though you get quite a bit in Optimus Prime. I've noticed it doesn't look like a lot, but you kind of get quite a bit to do.
The Optimus Prime at the moment just seems to have slowed down a bit, because I was doing the other day, and it's like we've done 12 stages so far on just the torso.
I saw your videos on that. Yeah, I still don't think we're finished there. We've got another. I think I said it on my last video. Actually, I think there's at least another 12 issues, probably just on the torso.
Just wish to change it up a little bit. Just give us something different to work on.
Yeah, I'm surprised. A lot like you, I'm a bit surprised they've done that and they didn't do the other leg. So we got both legs before we do the torso, but we've got like the right arm, the left leg, and a torso. I mean that's like the next couple of issues are going to be working on the shoulder, so the arm. So we're sort of going backwards and forwards. But yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't start the other leg. But yeah, it is what it is. It's a good build. It looks good.
Oh no, it's a good build and it looks good. It's just, can we have something different to work on? Because we've had 12 now in a row of the torso.
Yeah, looking at the picture and looking at the torso itself in the magazine, I can still see there being at least another 12 issues just on the torso, and then it's finished. And then we've got the arms and the legs. There's not a lot on the arms. I've noticed looking at it. There's not a lot on the arms. The arms are very thin. So yeah, I'm hoping we do the next leg. So at least we can put the 2 legs on, and then we can put them to the torso. Yeah, that's what the hope is.
Just change it up a little bit. That's all.
Yeah,
change it up. Give us back a little bit more enthusiasm. Going, oh, you know that arm is really looking nice, and then yeah. So right, okay. I'm gonna start going through some of this chat. So we've had we're 24 minutes in, so we're not too bad this time.
No, we're doing all right.
First in tonight, I've got Burgess, who says evening all. So evening, Burgess. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, Burgess.
And then we've got Dave Matt Building saying, good evening, Mark and Kev. Have a great stream tonight. So evening, Dave Matt Builds.
Hi, Dave.
And then Burgess is on the channel going, evening, y'all. So evening again, Burgess.
Burgess.
And then we've got Scott Duggan in saying, evening, all. Evening, Scott. Welcome.
Hi, Scott.
And we've got Mad Dad Hobbies in saying, evening, all. Evening, Mad Dad Hobbies.
Hi, Mad Dad.
And then we've got Stephen Belcher in saying hi, Mark and Kev. So evening, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
And then we've got Ian Campbell in saying evening, all. Evening, Ian.
Ian, I did receive the sound box.
Ooh,
and I will do a video. I'm going to do a video this week on both parts. But yeah, it
I can't compute instinct.
sounds really good.
I'm doing what I can, Michael.
But yeah, I'll do a full video on this. But yeah, it just sort of just sits on top there. It looks really nice. Very, very happy with it. Thank you so much for sending me that.
Yeah, you can pre-order Mike Lane's mod as well now at the moment.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. A bit pricey for me, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I worked out. I had a look what the full whack would be. So the complete and entire
£540. Yeah.
But
yeah, that is top notch. That is like, yeah.
Well, we're getting. It's all singing and dancing. That literally is all singing and dancing.
Yeah, we're getting close to like near enough realism here. We're getting to close. These models are getting close to like the real thing, like literally.
All you'd have to do is put AI in it, and yeah. Crazy. Okay. I don't know why I've highlighted that one. Oh, that's probably why. Next one in is Steve131 who says, evening all. Evening, Steve131.
Hi, Steve.
Welcome. And then we've got Terry Martin in who says, evening all. Evening, Terry. Welcome.
Hi, Terry.
And then we've got David Phillips in saying, evening all. Evening, David.
Hi, David.
Burgess says, big bop intro as always. Well, we've got to thank Todd for that one because he did that for us.
Yeah, it's a really nice, it's decent. Yeah, I can't thank that guy enough. He's brilliant.
Yeah. Then we've got D Harrison saying, evening, Mark and Kev. So, evening, D. Welcome.
Hi, D.
And then we've got Will's Workshop in. Evening, all. So, evening, Will. Welcome.
Hi, Will.
And then we've got Jodie Davin saying, evening, everyone. Evening, Jodie.
Hi, Jodie.
And then Burgess says, spent the day watching F1 and the WEC. Slightly intense. I didn't watch any of that.
Yeah, it was the Chinese Grand Prix, I believe. Am I right? I think so. Yeah. I used to watch F1 years and years ago. I've sort of lost interest now.
Yeah.
I think
I remember watching it Damon Hill, Schumacher.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was
Yeah,
way
yeah.
back. That's back in the 90s when I was watching it. I wouldn't know where to start now because there's so many new tracks and
Teams. Yeah.
teams and goodness knows what. So next time we got Will's Workshop says had the Skyline, but not seen the 66 yet. Hopefully have this week. So
Yeah, I've got my box here, but yeah, we've done it, but it's not going on the channel until later on this week. We've got loads of stuff coming up on the channel, so
yeah. Ian Campbell says just caught up with the Formula One, was out most of the day with Ed Hughes and his son at the National Space Centre. Wow.
oh, nice one.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then we've got a Facebook user in who says evening Mark and Kevin all in chat. So evening Facebook user.
Oh yeah.
And then we've got Paul Jordan in saying evening Mark and Kevin all in the chat. So evening Paul.
Hi Paul.
Facebook user says, are you doing the Back to the Future car? Well, I'm almost done with it, actually. I've only got about another two packs to go, and I'm done right to the end.
Yeah, I done mine years and years ago on the channel a long time ago. But yeah, I did mine years and years ago.
Mine will be done up to 159. So
near the end.
Yeah, I can actually safely say that mine will be done completely and utterly. I know a lot of people didn't go for the extension on that one either, did they?
No.
You know, and you can understand why, because a lot of it was railway tracks.
Yeah, sleepers. It was mainly sleepers, wasn't it?
Yeah. So a lot of people just didn't fancy doing all them. But
yeah, and did you get the white wall tyres?
Yes, I did. But
right.
I got mine from the Eagle Moss shop before it went under.
Right.
So I managed to get mine before they went out of it. Well, before they went bankrupt. So luckily,
yeah, because I think that was like a special issue that they did.
I think it was 30 quid for the white wall tyres.
Yeah, it was. I remember it was like a special issue that they did, and obviously you get your railway, the railway wheels for it. But I think the white wall runs were like sort of like a special issue that they did.
Yeah, but no, I did get the white wall tyres for it. I've never put them on actually, but yeah.
No, you got the option there. I think haven't you to put the pre on, so it's good to have options.
Yeah. So Ian Campbell says hi to us. So hi, Ian. And then Paul Jordan's channel hopping going, evening, Mark and Kev, all in the chat. So evening, Paul.
Evening, Paul.
Burgess says, so that's like a decade to build a single house. So that's a doll's house.
Yeah. If you do the extensions, which we're not doing now. But if you're in Germany or France, you can do it.
You need an extension to put the doll's house and the extension in.
Yeah. I at one point I thought they might have offered it just to subscribers and not to the news agents. But obviously that didn't happen. So
no, it didn't. But it's done, isn't it?
Yeah. It's nice. It looks absolutely perfect. We're happy with ours, how it is. So
yeah. Okay. Ian says, good to see a train, but not the train we'd all like. I'd be happy with the HP or the Back to the Future 3 train.
Yeah, I'll be happy with an English train. You know, Flying Scotsman, Mallard. There's a few. But I mean,
there was the Flying Scotsman, the Mallard from Harshett, but that were a long time ago, and they were old school ways of building them, weren't they? Not like now.
Yeah, sheet metal bending and painting as well and stuff like that. Yeah.
Will's Workshop, he's doing the Mallard.
He's doing the Mallard at the moment. Yeah, it's worth a watch. Yeah.
So, it would be nice if they did sort of an updated version of what we do now.
Yeah, I mean, what they had planned for the Harry Potter one was, you know, it had the rolling road, the rolling track, I should say. The light, you know, the firebox lit up, steam as well. It had a steam generator, so it could look like it was actually going. And what also was really good is that they included a carriage as well, and you could take the top off. So it was like, yeah,
but we'll just see if we do get one.
Yeah.
So Burgess says the last IXO subscription was the Alpine
Right.
8110 and the Lancia 037. So, but it's nice that they brought out another subscription.
Yeah.
Those good options.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah, brilliant.
Okay. Ed Hughes says, howdy everyone, back on Earth after space. Hi, Ed.
Cool.
Hope you're well.
Hi, Ed.
And then Ed says, screw boxes, every Partworks should have one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I used me Enterprise one quite well. But I think, I'm with Ed on that one. I think every Partwork should come with a box where you can put it all, because the amount of spares that we get, obviously as well, little bits lying around, it also helps.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call the screw box they sent with the Enterprise a screw box, really.
No, a lot of them are like the ones you can get. Well, yeah, I actually like that one. The reason is because you can take out the little compartments and make them bigger.
I would call it a parts box, not a screw box.
Yes, yeah, it's more of a parts box.
Yeah, but we did get one for the camper van, and I wouldn't even call that even a screw box or parts box. So yeah, but we should get one. Yeah,
I think they should all supply one at the start of the build, so you've got somewhere to put all the bits.
Or supply all the screws at the beginning of the build, and then we don't have the tiny little bags.
That would be good.
Like they have done with some of them, where they supply them all at the beginning.
Oh, have they done that before?
The Ferrari, that comes with all the screws in pack 1.
Oh, right, okay.
You'll get some screws later on in the build to add, but yeah, more or less all the screws come in pack 1.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a little screw. I use these little sweet tubs to put loads of screws in, so I've got loads in there.
I've got
loads of stacks of these.
Oh, I use a little pot. I don't know.
These. 1 minute. These.
No, hang on. Grab one.
Well, sometimes I use these. I've got loads of these here as well. With screws in. The pillbox.
Well, they're not pillboxes, but they like them. So yeah.
Oh, so cool! Yeah.
And I can have one of these for plastic screws, and I can have one of these for metal screws. So I use them.
Yeah, all the little bits that we find like getting about, but they're really good. That's really good. I like that. Taking the bits out now.
I think I've used them since started building Partwork. So
where'd you get them from? Like B&M Poundland?
Amazon.
Oh, Amazon. Okay.
Just get them from Amazon. You can get packs of them. They're really good. And then I've just got a label maker. I print off the label for the screw, stick that on top, and then just put the screws in.
I'm going to have to do something because there's loads of boxes lying around here with parts in. So,
okay. Burgess says, and I have the current Le Mans collection, and they just announced a Porsche racing collection, both in 1/43 scale. Wow.
Nice. Is that IXO?
I think so, yes.
Because I know they do a lot of die-cast cars and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will's Workshop says, happy doing the Mallard for now. Need to get onto the Scotsman, really. So. Yeah.
So I think they did them near enough together, if I remember rightly. They were very similar coming out one.
I remember the Flying Scotsman, but I can't remember the Mallard coming out. But that were, early 2000s, I think they came out. So
I also remember them doing a train set as well, where you got all the scenery and you built an actual train diorama
Right.
for a 00 scale. But once again, they've not done something like that for a while. Maybe there wasn't any market for it, but yeah.
Yeah. Burgess says the 141R train was built in the USA and Canada, but used in France 1945 to 1974. A total of 1,340 built. Wow.
Yeah, they're not little locos. That is like a mammoth one.
Yeah.
So yeah, because over here we had a lot of smaller ones. Obviously in America, France and places like that, it was bigger terrain, so they needed bigger locos. So yeah, in terms of our ones, it's a monster. In terms of things like Flying Scotsman and that.
We've got Helder Comanche in saying hi all. So hi Helder.
Hi Helder.
Big thanks for Helder actually last week. I was saying in my latest enterprise that I'd got the parts but not got the magazine.
Yes.
Helder actually sent me the magazine.
Oh, lovely.
So I was able to do the next build of the day, and also sent me an absolutely fantastic book on the US Enterprise as well, which I'm currently reading.
Oh, show us. What one's that? Show us. I might even have it.
You probably have.
I've probably got it. I've got every other one they've ever done.
It was all the way up. This was done by Eagle Moss.
Oh yeah, I do have that technical manual illustration one. Yeah, it's a really good one to have. That.
So yeah, quite interesting.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, hero collector. So
yeah, you can pick them up really cheap as well. I think now in from bookshops and stuff. Yeah, they still do them. Yeah. Nice.
Really, really interesting. So thank you, Helder. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Scott Douglas says, I'm building the Batman from France, and it's a good build so far. Interesting news about the suit.
Yeah, what I saw on the French Facebook groups is they were talking about the suit, and it looks like it's going to be a one piece,
right?
Like the real suit. So, because you're building the inner structure, and the only way to bulk it out would be to put an actual suit over it.
Yeah,
because it won't be panels; it will be like the rubber suit that he wears. So it's going to be either a one piece or in two pieces, top and bottom. But it looks like it may be a one piece section. So,
and I think they faced. Well, look what Ian did for the RoboCop. He sorted that out, didn't he? So,
yeah, there's. I mean, there's a market there to do the a 3D face for it, definitely, because the face comes in strangely. It looks a bit like Jigsaw. If anyone remembers watching the Punisher movie with Jigsaw in it, his face is in different sections. It's not a single bit. You have to put bits together.
The eyes are weird.
The eyes go on, and then the mouth section's different as well. When you take his mask off, it looks jigsaw-y. It looks like he's been cut across here and here.
Can't you on it as well? You can remove the dark bits around the eyes, and
I think you can take. You can move the eyes as well, because I think there was plans to. Actually, I don't know if they light up or not, because I know that there were plans to light them up, the eyes, because when he goes in, it didn't happen in the movie, but in the video game, if you go into like detective mode, it's called, his eyes go white. They like light up a bit like this.
Right. Oh.
So I think that's what they've tried to get, that sort of effect by lighting them up.
That looks really, really strange. Okay, we've got Ian's World of Models in saying, evening guys and fellow builders, late to the party today. Oh, it's fine, Ian, don't worry.
Ian. Yeah, no worries, yeah.
Right, so I am caught up with starred comments. So, yeah. Right, so this is where I have to read them now. Ian says, cool, so thanks, Kev. That's for the video.
Soundboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be doing a video on the whole thing, but it looks awesome like this.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, very happy with that.
So we've got a Facebook user says, "Hey guys, just popping in between mowing the grass and weed eating, going back at it." So thank you for coming in.
Cheers, Facebook user.
And then Ian says, "You've not finished the Back to the Future until you have the lightning rod smiley face."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not only the lightning rods, but also the hoverboards.
Right.
Because the hoverboards are really good, really, really good.
Yeah.
Because I've got them for a build. So
I'm hopefully saying this one right. So Lieutenant
Ian, is that
79 says, "Has anyone else had a problem with the Ecto 1 light bars not working when connected properly?" I'm not. I didn't. I don't think. I had problems with the motors being rubbish, and then I got the upgrade from Ian.
I was going to say Ian does a much better upgrade than the one supplied.
But I didn't have that problem, so I think it might be check your electrics on that one. But no, mine. Yeah, I had problem. The motor, the wires came off, and they were impossible to solder back on. So
Yeah.
Ian sent me the light bars, so I didn't really have to worry about it. But no, that's the first time I've heard of that problem.
Yeah.
So
It's worth checking them out.
yeah. Will's Workshop says, "Avoided all the rail issues for the DeLorean. Managed to get the white walls. I think I have one DeLorean video left for the Back to the Future 3 waiting in the wings." So fantastic.
Cool.
And then we've got Steve131 says, "Can't believe they didn't do the Harry Potter train."
Yeah. Yeah. They really missed the beat. Absolutely missed the beat on that. I'm hoping that another company comes along, Agora maybe, to do that, because they've missed a huge beat not doing that.
I still think there's problems with licensing on that one, why they never did it, and I think didn't help either.
Yeah, we discussed it before many times, didn't we? Like the problems that came out after that train did.
It's never really gone away since they did the trial. So a lot of it was, "Oh, when's the Hogwarts coming out? When's it coming out? Is it coming out? It hasn't come out."
It's always been mentioned. It's never gone away. It's never gone away.
So it's either get it out and shut us all up, or let us know that no, it won't be coming out.
Yeah.
So Ian says only problem was the noise. I got a set from Partwork upgrades noise free.
Yeah, they were really noisy. I remember.
Yeah,
they were very noisy.
Not the best. Even though they did send you grease, they still were noisy.
I think it was the plastic gearing? I think it was.
No, I think it was mainly the motor that caused the problem.
Right.
But it's just one of them things. But they did, when you looked at the promo videos, you could hear that noise. So it was always in the prototype.
Yeah, it's always worth checking out the prototypes, because even though they're prototypes, a lot of the stuff is like final on that. So yeah.
Ian says LaFerrari came with 99% of the screws up front. So yes.
Yeah.
That would just save packaging, wouldn't it? Send us the screws at the beginning of the build, and then we don't have to worry about them.
Yeah.
We got Dash Riptide in says the W196 had all the screws at the first pack. So that's another one.
So they can do it, and it would save them, like you're saying, it would save them sending out everything. They could even, cheekily, they could even make that one issue.
Yeah.
One issue, you get issue 3 comes with just all the screws that you need. You don't do anything with them, you just get all the screws.
But it would save time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Will's Workshop says I dump out all the spare screws at the end of the build, or the end of the build.
Yeah, I do as well. I was always thinking maybe there's with Ian, maybe there's a way of like offering the spare screws, because I mean we've come across it many times where people are saying they haven't got enough screws or they've misplaced screws, and obviously at the end we just chuck them away. But I'm wondering whether someone could make use of them. You know what I mean? Like doing a bag full of them for like a couple of p or something. Because just like with Will, I just chuck them all out, every single one out.
I put mine into a bag, and then about a year later, I then maybe sort them out and put them into another bag with another load of other screws. So I've still got all. To tell you the truth, I'm redoing the Hummer shell, and I've still got all the original screws from that. And that was built 6 years ago, maybe. So
no, I'm with Will on this. It's the magazines, because some of the magazines I don't keep, so they get chucked away at the end of the build, and the spare screws and all that I could chuck. So seems a waste, but you know
it does. So Helder says, "My pleasure, Mark." No, thank you, Helder. Really helped me out. Did that. And then D says, if it was license issues, should they have done the trial?
Sometimes they do the trial without getting the license, because they need license approval to do the whole build. It's probably why as well, when we got the Ford Falcon Interceptor, it wasn't called the Mad Max one, because they hadn't got the license to do that. And you get it with a lot of action figures as well, is that you'll see them on display at, say, Comic-Con or Toy Fair, and underneath it will say awaiting license approval.
Yeah.
So they can make one, but they can't sell it or do anything with it yet until they get approval.
There's been a few, though, that have come out as trials that haven't got any production. The Gran Torino, that never came.
It didn't come. It came out in France, I believe, or Germany.
Yeah.
And never came out here. No, it was trialed, but never came out.
There was the Apollo landing shuttle as well. That never came out. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was. Do you know what? That's been tested a few times, quite a few times. But I think that was the Agostini, though.
So again, that's another one that they trialed but never brought out.
Yeah.
So there has been a few that have been there, but just it's never happened.
Yeah, the Star Wars Death Star, the AT-AT.
Yeah.
What other ones they've had? The King Tiger. The King. Is it the King Tiger tank? I can't remember which one they tested here. Do you remember they tested a tank? Hachette did.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think it was a Tiger. I'm not too sure. But that was tested. That's tested a year ago, so that might even come out.
Yeah. So there have been tests that have just never come out. Yeah,
it's been strange.
It's strange that the Apollo never came out, but the International Space Station has.
Yeah, the Apollo lander was quite good because you got a diorama with that.
Yeah. And
then you built the lander, the Apollo lander, and you got the figures for it as well. But I remember when they last tested that, they've done tests on that before a few times. Like I said, at least twice they tested it. It never got past the test stage. So
yeah, strange that one. Ed Hughes says, from what I've seen of the vids of ET, the gears and motor are very noisy as well. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that as well, and I've maybe the noise will be dampened once it's all enclosed, but they're quite noisy. So yeah.
Even though you give them grease to grease up the gears, and it's still noisy. So I reckon it's the motor that's causing majority of the noise.
Yeah, and vibration and stuff like that, because it's against plastic, so that would cause quite a bit of vibration.
So it's Dash Riptide says the same. Yeah, the ET one sounds pretty loud also.
Yeah. Maybe it will quieten down once you build it all up. So
yeah. It says, I must be weird. I keep all the screws.
No, you're not weird. I can see the logic behind it, but yeah, they just take up space. The reason I get rid of them all is because I don't know if I'll ever use them again.
Mm.
And what I've also noticed as well, because sometimes at the start I used to keep them so we'd have a BP screw for one build, but what I've noticed actually is a BP screw for another build isn't the same.
No.
So I kind of think, well, okay, I'll have to get rid of it, because even if I had a spare BP screw from another build for this build, it wouldn't fit it because the scale was wrong. So yeah.
Ian says, Ed, same. I did pay for them. So yeah. Will's Workshop says, having said that, I still have spare screws for the DB5, which I am in the process of rebuilding. Not needed a spare yet. So yeah. Oh, you're back. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Unless it was me.
I didn't see. I saw you. It was fine. It was probably.
And then Ed says, I used all my spare screws to settle the shed to the ground. LOL. Oh dear.
Yeah. There's definitely enough of them, that's for sure.
Yeah. Dash Riptide says, must have not been a very popular thing, the Power Ranger Partwork. I thought that was coming.
I would imagine that will be coming at some point. But it was quite popular in France, and especially in America, it's incredibly popular. Power Rangers. It's got a very, very solid fan base in the US.
Yeah. I've seen the one they're doing in France, and I've said this before. It just looks too toyish to me. Yeah,
it's I think it looks okay, but then I suppose you have to like the Power Rangers to like it. But yeah, it's different because it's not unlike any Partwork I've ever seen or done, where you can actually take it apart.
Yeah.
And build it up. So normally, you would have a big robot like RoboCop or Optimus Prime. It'd just be a statue figure. This one you can actually take apart and have the individual vehicles, and you can actually then, in a word, sort of transform them into the Megazord.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Not into Power Rangers though. I just never.
I watched it when I was a kid, so I mean, I've got some of the Power Ranger helmets and that. I've watched it, but yeah.
Yeah. Dave Matt Bill says, I did the Tiger tank from Hachette. That was about 15 years ago. Yeah.
I remember they did a tank one, but they redone it recently. They done a test recently for a new one, which was a bit like the Agora one, which had the camera and the remote, and it had like a smoke fog machine as well. But that was tested about a year ago. I remember it.
Yeah. Ed Hughes says, agree with the lunar lander should have been released. Yeah, I don't know the reason why not that didn't.
Yeah.
And then Dash Riptide says, I just dump them on resin and have a screwy table. Ian says, if the various companies stuck to a generic screw letter to size, then we could help. Just too many variations. Yeah.
Yeah, like we were just saying, the BP screw for one build isn't the same BP screw for another build.
Yeah.
It's almost like they make up some of the screws.
And then we've got Kenneth in saying afternoon from Atlanta, Georgia. So hi, Kenneth.
Hi, Kenneth.
And then Dash Riptide says, it seems odd that they don't do trials in the USA, but I'm sure it's because of the license.
I think it's logistics. But Hachette are the only ones that do it, and they don't have a US arm. Well their US arms are Agora, but
Eagle Moss used to do them, but they used to distribute in the shops. And Hachette do them now, but they still do distribute some of their builds in the shops.
Yes, yeah. It's mainly they still the Agostini still do tests obviously in France and Germany.
Mm.
The UK just don't. I think it's just a cost issue, really.
But then they trialed the Alien in the shops.
Yes.
But didn't bring it to the shops when they released it.
Yeah, which was strange because I know there were a lot of people that wanted to do it but didn't want to do the subscription that they like the 12-month subscription that they had.
Mm.
If they had a 24-month option, then I think more people would have done it. And if it was at the newsagents, I'm pretty sure a lot of other people would have done it as well. So I was a bit. It was a bit strange why they chose that option to not bring it out in the newsagents, but you know.
Will's Workshop said the Megazord looked toyish in the TV show. I don't think they could make it not look like a toy. I never watched the TV show.
Like a lot of the TV shows back then, a lot of stuff was directed for toys, and the Transformers was.
Mm.
But yeah, it was
13, 14 when that came out, so I was not into it.
I don't know. I think that's the sort of age it was aiming at. It was sort of not a kid show. It was sort of like a teenagery ninja show.
I was too busy doing it.
But it's a weird show. If you ever get into it, it's a weird show. So it's a Japanese series, and all the fight scenes, the Megazord and all that was filmed in Japan. All the fight action scenes where they're in their suits is done in Japan. And then when they done the sequence where they're just the kids out of their suits, that was all done in the US.
Mm.
And obviously the Japan version had the Japan version, but in the US, all they did was film the bits where they weren't in their suits.
Mm.
And they sort of just like edited it in a way. So it's a bit like, yeah. So all the action scenes, all the scenes where they're beating up each other in the Power Ranger suits, and that was all footage that was filmed in Japan. None of that is them actually doing it.
Crazy. Dash Riptide says it's nice that the Infinity Gauntlet only has 2 different screws.
Yeah, it's only got the two. They don't have any different ones so far.
Quite simple. So I think it into 1 screw for metal, 1 screw for plastic, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it'd be nice to have that on a lot of other builds as well, because you know, I mean, we're only halfway through on the Tumbler, but we've already had like 50 different screws. So, yeah.
Ian says, well, didn't this stream go quick again? Night all, see you all soon. So, night, Ian. Thank you for watching.
Cheers, Ian.
I'm just trying to catch up with this chat, and then, it's 8 o'clock already.
Yeah.
Workshop says the DB5 was great for screws, labelled A to Z, but also length and diameter listed, so you could find and use any spare matching screw.
That's good.
Yeah. Ian as well, the model says, great stream, guys. Catch you through the week and next Sunday. So thank you, Ian. Thank you for coming in.
Ian.
Dash Riptide says, well, Power Rangers and Transformers toys started in Japan, but remodeled for the USA market.
Yeah, they all were. Yeah.
Hilda says, good night, everyone. So night, Hilda.
Good night, Hilda.
Mad Dad Hobby says the tumbler has more screws than parts.
yeah.
And then Dave Matt Bill says, another great stream, guys. Well done. Thank you. And that is caught up. Wow.
And we are there.
Yeah.
Another Sunday, another stream. It comes around quicker every week, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, definitely. So have you got out this week, Kev?
Yeah, a lot of content this week and a lot of content probably next week as well. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out. Just obviously just watch the channel and see what comes out. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Okay. Myself, usual weekly schedule, guys, but at 9 o'clock tonight, I will be releasing stage 1 of the U-96.
Oh, nice.
That's been filmed today and will be released at about 9-ish tonight. So it's all ready to go.
Oh,
just advertise it and whatever. So yeah, I'm in stage. I got my last pack last week, my latest pack, so I've got pack 2.
How's it coming along now? How's it look?
It looks all right. I've only done stage 1. I haven't done any more than that, but it is really nice. I had a bit of a problem with one of the screws, but I sorted that out after recording and everything. So yeah, it's looking okay. And that will be released, guys, on a Sunday. So there we go.
Nice.
So that's going to come out about 9 o'clock tonight, but it's a bit late today because I've been recording it today and then I've done all the editing and everything. So yeah. So Mad Dad Hobby says night all. So yeah, will end it there. We'll just go to the brand for the ending. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for your comments as always.
Yep.
We'll see you same time, same place next Sunday as always. And it just ended me to say I've been Mark.
And I've been Kev.
And we'll catch you all next time, guys. Night.
See you later, guys.